that I was happy with and excited about, and I thought, well, what do I want to do with them now? And I felt very strongly that they should be quite big, because I felt it was about the sort of somehow, if you would look at them, it was to do with this sort of encounter with a space and with a situation that was in the image. So it should be quite large so that you could feel the space and see the detail and the information in the image. So I made them, I think they were about 4 foot by 5 foot, those images, again in another friend's darkroom who had an access to a large machine. And I printed them up, and I made a show of them in an empty warehouse beneath the studio space where I was living and working at that point. And I suppose without thinking about it, I'd done something that a lot of other people had done at that stage, which was to make large colour photographs. But at that point in time, I hadn't considered that at all. You know, I just felt that that's what I wanted to do with them, because I needed them to be big, and perhaps because I'd come from I'd been painting before that, and in comparison to paintings I'd made, they were actually really small. So there was that, I had perhaps that kind of relationship to thinking about scale and how something would sit on a wall in relation to what I wanted to do with the work. But yeah, I guess I mean, thinking back through that then, yeah, I always thought that they would perhaps be on a wall at the point when I started thinking about what were they beyond the kind of work print that one has in the darkroom to see what you have, which is like a kind of indicator of something in a way. It's not a work in itself. Beyond that, I felt that there would be something on a wall rather than a book work or.
But very much from the perspective of a painter who would be standing back and ultimately seeing something on a wall, rather than a sort of photographer with a chip on your shoulder of, oh my God, I've got to make it 30 by 40 or nobody's going to even